Hi, welcome to Improved Health for Seniors. My name is Jules, and today we are going to do a hip and leg strengthening exercise class. So I've had a lot of people ask for this one, and this is something I'm excited to do just because I want to provide it for you. Okay, so if you can, have a chair with you, something that is not on wheels, and make sure you have comfortable shoes and something that, shoes that are safe to be wearing for a class like this. Okay, so let's get started by just gently marching. We're just gonna warm the body up a little bit before we start the exercises. So bringing those arms into it as well, just a gentle march. All right, and let's just bring the feet back and forth. And let's go back into a march again. So if you need to, hold on to the chair, or if you're using a walker, you can do this if you use a walker. Just I'd like you to hold on to the walker. If that's something that you've been recommended to use on a daily basis, then definitely do use a walker and be safe with it. So you'd have your brakes on the walker. Okay, but this is definitely manageable for anyone using a walker or if you walk independently as well. Okay, let's go back to bringing those feet back and forth again. So if you're using a walker, you're just holding on and doing it like this, okay? For the others, you can bring your arms into it if you wish, or you can do it without your arms as well. Just using your legs. Okay. All right, let's go over to our chair. So we're holding onto the chair. We're having our feet close together. So you're putting all the weight on one foot, okay? So we're just bringing that leg out to the side and back in. So out to the side and in. So we're not leaning over. I don't want to see any of this. You're keeping your body in a straight line, just bringing that foot out and back in. And you're not trying to get that leg up really high. You just want to bring it about 2 feet away from your body and back in. Now, I don't know what number we're on. I think this is number 7. We're going to go to 10, okay? And last one. Excellent. All right, switching to the other side. I'm going to move my chair a little bit over so I don't bang into the wall. Going out to the opposite side and back in. So you're having, your knees are loose. You have a slight bend in your knee when you're doing this. You can have your hand on your hip like I am if you feel that you're safe to do so. And let's do 2 more. Excellent. Okay, this time we're going to go straight back. So I just want you to bring your foot back and then back together again. So you'll feel this in your glutes. When you bring that foot back, think about your glutes. You're squeezing your glutes as you bring that foot back, okay? So again, you're only going about 2 feet max and then back in. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 more. All right, just shake those legs out a little bit. You'll probably feel that the other leg gets tired quickly because you're putting all the weight on that leg. Okay, switching to the other side, so bringing the other foot back and back in. So again, I don't want you leaning over like this. You're standing up straight and bring that leg back. Again, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can have your hand on your hip. And I believe we have 2 more. Good. Okay, let's face the chair. If you're using your walker, you can have your hands on both. We're just going to lift our knees up and back down. So if you need to, hold on to the chair. So we're alternating legs here. So this is 2. This is 5. You can have your hand on your hip if you wish. Now, if you don't need to hold on to the chair, don't hold on to the chair, okay? It's better for you not to hold on to it if you don't need it. I'm doing it just to remind people to hold on if they're needing to. Okay, relax those feet. We are going to do some hip rotations. So again, holding on to the back of the chair if you need to. Now, for this one, if you don't need to hold on, it is best to hold on to something because it's pretty hard to do a rotation without holding on to anything. I mean, you could hold on to a wall and do it this way if you don't have a chair. Or if you're using a walker, hold on to the walker and you can still do it, or onto the chair. So I'll leave it up to you on whatever works best. I'm going to show it using with the chair just because I feel like most people will be using one. Okay, putting all the weight on one side, bringing the other leg out, and you're just starting to rotate. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Now I want you to switch that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay, shake those legs out a little bit, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So bring that leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and bringing that foot back in. Great. Okay, let's do some calf work. So we're just going to go up onto the toes. So bring those heels up as high as you can, strengthening our calves. So this is strengthening our legs overall, but and helping with our ability to stand without falling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, so let's go back to what we were doing before. So we're just going to go into a gentle march, but basically bringing our knees up high. So if you don't need to, don't use the chair. But if you need the stability, then please use it for safety, okay? So trying to challenge our balance a little bit here. We're not going fast. We just want to work on that balance, but also that strength. I'm just going to hold on to the chair for showing it for those who are going to be using it. Okay, so holding onto the chair again, this one we're going to work the hamstrings. So it's similar to what we did before, but what I want you to do this time is I want you to have your toe on the floor behind you. So we're just doing like a hamstring curl. So toes are behind and you're just curling that heel to your glutes, okay? So curl it, keeping that foot in the leg in this position, curling it up again. Touching the floor, curl. Touch the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your other leg is probably getting tired. 9 and 10. Great. Okay, switching to the other side. So shake those legs out a little bit. Bring the toes back on the opposite side. Bringing that heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Okay, so let's bring the chair out in front. We're going to do some sit to stands. So different levels here. So you can have your feet in front. If you have a walker, bring the walker in front. Okay, so you've got your walker in front for safety. What you're going to do is you're going to sit down And if you can, with not using the walker, if you can, if you need to, you can use a chair to push yourself up a little bit, but try and think of the weight going into your heels, okay? You're using you're pushing that weight into your heels and you're getting yourself up and you're standing up. If you need to, you can use the walker to hold on to when you stand up, but ideally you shouldn't be pulling yourself up using the walker. I see a lot of people doing that, and it's best to use the chair or use chair handles to push yourself up and then grab onto your walker. Okay, for everybody else who is not using a walker, we're just gonna stand up and then I want you to come down. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can just hover over the chair, okay? So let's go up together. And for those who need to, you can put all your weight on the chair, but for those who don't, you're just gonna hover, but push yourself back as if you're gonna sit down and then you come back up again. So I'll show an example here. So you're just pressing back, touching the chair, but not putting your weight down. So touching the chair and up. For those who are using the walker, please have your hands there for safety. Excellent, good. So there are all different levels that you can do when you're doing this class. And just challenge yourself and try and do the more advanced level as you do it, you know, over and over. I have no idea what number we're on. I think we're at about 9. All right, excellent. Okay, now if you only want to do one set, you are done the class already, but you can scroll forward and do the stretches with me. But for everyone else, we're going to do a second set, and then we're going to do some balance exercises. Okay, so let's do our second set. So having the chair in front, let's do our side leg raises to the side. So bringing that leg out and back in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So really think about this coming from your hips. 7, 8, 9, and our last one, 10. Great. Switching to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. What do you think of my picture? I love my new picture. I think it's very bright and happy. I love the blue. Okay, and I grew up on a farm, so I feel like I'm kind of at home where I grew up, sort of, minus the mountains. I love the mountains, but unfortunately I don't live in them. Okay, so we're going to bring our heel back. So remember this one, so you just bring that heel back and forward again beside that other foot. So back and together. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switching to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Okay, let's do our hip rotations. So having our leg out to the side and circling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And move your chair out of the way if it was in the way like mine was. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a tough one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Switching to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Okay, Let's do our standing one where we're raising our knees again. So bringing that knee up and down. So I'm going to do it without holding on. If you can, do it that way as well. If you have the strength, please use your judgment here on what is best for you. Okay, 5 more on each side. 6, 8, 9. Last one on each side. Good. Okay, so let's do the other one where we bring that foot back, bring the heel to the glutes and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeezing those glutes, 8, 9, and 10, switching to the other side, bringing the foot back, heel up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 more. Good. Okay, coming back in front, let's do the squats one more time. So remember the different levels, so do what you can do, okay? So we're gonna stand up and back down. And if you need to go slower than what the speed that I'm going, then please slow down and do what is safe for you. 3, remember, weight is going into those heels, so pressing through those heels as you come up. 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's just do a few balance exercises. So I'd like you just to hold onto the chair if you need to. If you don't need to, that is fine as well. If you're using your walker, then just challenge yourself by having your hands kind of hovering over the handles of your walker. So we're just gonna have our weight just on one foot. And if you can, let go of the chair or let go of the walker, but have your hands just right there so you can grab on if you start to move and you feel unsteady, okay? So we're gonna start now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So while doing that, you can probably feel yourself your foot's constantly having to adjust to make sure that you stay balanced. I can feel that in my foot for sure. So other side, so lifting off the opposite side, letting go of the chairs or having your hand really close by just in case. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Okay, if you feel you're able to, you can have one foot behind the other. Now with the walker, this one's a little bit tougher. So if you don't feel safe doing this one, you can do what we just did in the last exercise with holding the foot up. You can also move your walker and bring one foot in front of the other, but holding onto the walker. If you don't need to use the walker, then just do it without. So you're just gonna bring one foot in front of the other, and see, it's easy to go off balance. So have that chair there for safety, please. Okay, so let's go again. So bring one foot forward, another, one more, then slowly going backwards. My balance is not great today. See, so we all have good and bad days for our balance as well. Like that's pretty normal, but that's what we are trying to work on. If you're here today, we're working on the balances and strengthening those legs. Let's do that one more time, and then we're gonna do our stretching. And going back. All right, great. Okay, let's, actually we'll do some stretches outside of the chair and then we'll do some sitting down. So if you're standing, let's just bring one foot up and holding that stretch. So you're holding your shoes by the shoelaces, okay? You're not doing this. You're standing up straight and both legs are beside each other and you're just pulling that leg so you're feeling that stretch in the front. Now, if you have great balance, you can do it without holding onto the chair. Now make sure you can feel that stretch in the front when you're doing this. Okay, bringing that foot down, let's bring the other foot up. Holding that stretch. Again, legs are beside each other. You've got a slight bend in the leg that is straight down. Excellent. All right, let's kick one foot forward. So you can see how my feet are. I want you to have your feet in the same position. And then you're bringing the toes up on the front foot. And then you're gonna lean down. So what we're working on here is working the back of our calf muscle. So you can hold on to the chair with both hands if you feel more safe doing that. And if you want to, you could also do this seated if you're feeling more safe doing it seated. If you're tired and need a break, then by all means sit down and you can do the same thing. All right, let's switch to the other side. So bringing the opposite foot forward, lifting those toes up, kind of sitting down into that stretch. So feeling that in the back of your calf muscle. Excellent. Now we're going to work the stretch out the hamstring. So you've got the feet apart quite a ways, and you're just leaning into the chair. So I'm leaning into that chair and I can feel that right in the back of my leg. And switching to the other side. Now this one's a little bit of a harder stretch to get into. So I'm going to do some stretches sitting down as well, just to give you variety. Plus the stretches I'm going to give you sitting down the one is an amazing one for the hip and the lower back. It's my favorite stretch of all time. Okay, if you feel comfortable, you can, we'll do this stretch as well, so your feet are wide apart. So only do this if you are not using a walker, okay? If you're using a walker, this would not be a safe option to do, but we're just gonna lean into that stretch. So you can hold on to the chair and you're feeling the stretch right through here. So thanks for joining me today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and tell me what you would like to see in future videos. Let's switch to the other side. Oh, that feels good. Stretching is amazing. I love it. Okay, sitting in your chair, let's bring, we're gonna bring our one ankle up onto the opposite knee. So this is the one that I was talking about for the hip. It stretches all through your back. It's an amazing stretch. So if you can, get that ankle up onto the knee. I find a lot of people do have a really difficult time with this one. If you can even do this, that is a good stretch as well to stretch out the side. But if possible, you're gonna do this one. And you're just going to put a little bit of pressure just on the leg, not on the knee itself, but just on the leg to push it down a tiny bit, and you'll increase that stretch on the side. And then lean forward. So you can have your arm there if you want. You probably don't need it. You'll probably feel the stretch enough without it. So you're just leaning forward, keeping your back flat. You're not arching your back and slouching. So keep your back flat, and we're just gonna lean forward. So you can even just really relax into the stretch and sit here for a little while. I mean, you could sit here for a long time in this stretch, and you'll continue to feel it. All right, let's come out of that. Let's go to the other side. So ankle up onto the opposite knee and stretching down. Could have a big conversation here, but it's only kind of going one way right now, so not much point. But I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that you felt this class was helpful for you. I'm going to continue creating different classes for all different levels and abilities for seniors. So if there's something in particular you would like, if you like music or not music, tell me what you'd like for future videos, and I will work on them. I would love to use music, you know, like 60s and 50s and 60s and 70s, but because of copyright rules, you can only do so much with music. So I find what I can and try and provide what I think you might like. All right, I think that's probably long enough. Let's come out of that stretch. All right, so let's just take a deep breath. We're gonna bring our arms overhead, big stretch. And then I just want you to breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Bring our arms forward. And breathing out. And that is it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a fantastic day. Thank you. Bye for now.